just going back to the inning, whether it was the sac bunt from Miguel Rojas to Kike over, of course, the intentional walk to Shohei Ohtani, the emotions for Mookie Betts. When you think about just kind of Mookie, the player that he is, he talked about, maybe taking it a little bit personal, but just to see the emotions in that, just kind of what does it say about a guy like him and kind of coming to the clutch in those moments?
It speaks to, how much, what do you expect from himself and his role in the ball club, and he expects production. And so I do think that the last couple nights and just the way he was swinging the bat, you could see that emotion exude once he hit that double. And I do like the way he takes it personal, and it was good to see.
With tonight, did it just feel like the offense was really clicking up and down, especially, whether it was Hyeseong Kim's first career home run to Kike coming off the bench, Miguel Rojas coming off the bench, just kind of situations like that. Did you feel like everything was coming together in this one?
I did. I just thought that tonight we competed really well. I thought the fight with our guys was really good, and I thought Will continues to take really good at-bats. I thought Hyeseong Kim's at-bats really good, and it was good to see him hit his first Major League home run. And just to be able to tack on later to stay away from the closer, I thought was very helpful as well. So, Yamamoto wasn't particularly sharp tonight, but I still felt he did enough to certainly go deeper in a game and to give us a chance to win, which is obviously a good thing.
Did you clock Mookie's reaction when he got to second?
I didn't. I just no, I didn't. But I heard afterward how emotional he was, and I think there's a lot of pent up kind of frustration in himself. And I think that even with Max hitting the homer, I think that you could see that frustration kind of come out with the joy.
That was out the first time that managers had to choose between Shohei and Mookie. That's probably how difficult the choice of that is. There anything you see in those at bats usually after Shohei?
There's as Mookie said, that he takes things like that personal, and to be quite frank, it was the right baseball decision, given how Mookie was swinging the bat and Shohei, and so but it was good. And sometimes that kind of unlocks a player. It locks him in a little bit more when you take things personal, and for him to come through in that moment, which it seems like when things like that do happen, he seems like he comes through more times than not.
Is it something hit the ball hard more consistently than you really thought you would, with sort of the way his swing kind of was in spring compared to where it is now?
I just think that, I honestly, I think there's a little bit of unorthodox swing, which I'm fine with. There's bat to ball. I just think that for me, I'm just seeing a lot of compete. And he's squaring some balls up, hitting them in the pull side gap, but he's also, soft serving some balls out there. The infield hit tonight, but then the homer. And I think with him, he's just such a dynamic player that, just putting the ball in play, moving it forward, something good potentially can happen. And that's what he's doing for us. And the defense, that play that he made was a pretty remarkable play too.
Is Hyeseong kind of setting up a more difficult decision for you down the road, once, Tommy and Teo are both healthy?
I don't know if it's difficult. I think that we wanted to get him here to cut his teeth, get his feet wet, and see what the big leagues is about, get familiar. Once Tommy and Teo come back, there's some decisions to be made. But performance and how he's playing certainly helps his case.
How intrigued are you by all the tools that he's demonstrated so far in the first team?
I think just the energy, the speed component, we knew he could defend. I think that he is taking really good at bats, spoiling pitches, and even there was an at bat today where he got behind, but he spoiled some pitches and got a ball to the outfield grass and got on base, and so those are things guys feed off of that.
Dave, who's starting tomorrow?
Sauer's going to start tomorrow.
Could Ben still be available?
Ben's not going to be available tomorrow, but no, he's not going to be available tomorrow. But we'll see. Could change, but probably unlikely. We'll see.
Do you see using him in kind of shorter shorter outings like the way he has the past 2 times, or is that just him meeting the situation?
I think a little bit of the situation, and I guess the easiest way to put it, or the most simple way to put it, is he's kind of going to be a hybrid for us. So it could be an inning, it could be 3 innings, it could be 4 innings, and so just, probably the 1 to 3, I would probably is fair to say, because, being able to take down multiples, but also to be a righty to, or a leverage guy, not just a righty guy, just a leverage guy, certainly valued, but, with some of the starts, having multiples is also beneficial too.